Hey, what's going on? Terry here. And in this video lesson, we're going to show you what metrics you need to pay attention to in a lead gen campaign. And we're going to do it in less than 10 minutes. So as always, let's go ahead and jump right on in. So if you're running a lead gen campaign, a lot of questions that people have is, what data is important to me? What should I be paying attention to? How do I know if something's going well, and how do I know if something's not going well? So let's take a look at two examples of lead gen campaigns and see what I typically want to look at. Alright, so right now I am in the account and I am going to be at the ad set level. I mean, you can look at data from a campaign level, which is cool. I'm going to filter to active. But typically, if you have one campaign, you're going to have multiple ad sets, and you will want to be able to compare how each ad set is doing. So typically, that's where you want to see what metrics you should be looking at. So I have my columns set up the way that I like them. If you don't know how to set your columns up like this, go ahead and check out another video on it. But let's just look at some of the data. So the most important piece of information is definitely your cost per website lead if you're running a lead gen campaign. I want to see what my cost per lead is. So like on this ad set, it's 81 cents, which is good, 24 cents, which is outstanding, 47 and 96 cents. So that's always the most important piece of data you want to look at. How much is it costing you to get your primary objective? So in this case, we're doing pretty good. And then you want to take it a step further, especially if things aren't going this well, because you want to see why things are the way that they are. So secondly, I look at the cost per click on these campaigns or these ad sets. So right here, I'm paying 71 cents per click. I'm paying 15 cents, 47 cents, and 52 cents. So yeah, this is a good example right here, because if I see this, like the cost per website lead is outstanding, but I see this cost per click that is pretty similar, like this would mean that the conversion rate on the landing page is sky high if I'm only paying 71 cents per click, but I'm paying 81 cents per lead. So something like that is kind of a red flag for me to take a deeper look and see if there's anything going on with reporting. Same thing with this one. I'm paying 15 cents per click and I'm getting 24 cents per lead. And this one's even more apparent because this would mean I would have 100% conversion rate, because I'm paying 100 cents per click. I'm paying 47 cents per click and I'm paying 47 cents per lead. So I want to check to see what's going on, especially with the type of lead. So let's just do that real quick. Okay, and this looks like it was just a issue with the way that the columns were set up, because the type of lead that I'm really going for on this campaign is oversplit leads, because that's the type of campaign it is. So really it's 140 leads and not 225. So those numbers are a bit exaggerated. So make sure that when you're looking at your data, you're just looking at the right columns. But you see, I'm going to leave this in instead of editing this out, so you can see when you're looking at your data, if things don't seem to be right, take a deeper look and you can find something like that. So that's what the issue here is, just that this is accounted for different leads. So when I looked at this and I see that we're only paying 24 cents per lead, that's not exactly correct. But nonetheless, the numbers are still really good. So let's take another look. Okay, so once I take a look at my cost per click, I want to take a look at the conversion rate. I want to see how many of those clicks are leading to actual leads. Let's jump out to another account where we actually have an issue in that department. So this campaign, we have two campaigns going on. Let's look at this campaign where we're looking for leads to generate. We're looking for leads in terms of generating book calls for a mortgage broker. And this is the key metric right here, free finance session request. So like on this one, we're paying $35.31 per free finance session. And what I'm looking at here is I want to see that, okay, we've had 3 leads and we had 71 link clicks. So I'm always taking a look at that comparison, because if we have 3 out of 71, that means that we have about a 4.2% conversion rate. So that tells me that there's an issue there, because we want our conversion rate to be about, in this case, since we're taking people from an ad to get them to just book a call, we probably would be happy with 10%. A typical lead page, if you're just getting someone to download a lead magnet, you want above 20, but this 4.2% is low. So that's a point of information to know that, all right, our cost per click is pretty good, $1.49. That's pretty good. Our cost per lead actually isn't that bad, but doing that calculation of the 3 divided by the 71 to see that we're only converting 4.2% of the traffic, that lets us know where we need to turn our attention to, and that states that there's a problem with the landing page, or there's a problem with some of the AdSense. Pretty much we just need a higher percentage of these people that click our ads actually opt in. So I'm going to do some numbers for these other ad sets as well. So this one we've converted 3 out of 90, so that's even worse. And then let's just look at the whole campaign. For the last 30 days, we've converted 18 out of 1,618 clicks. So that's a 2.9% conversion rate. So that tells us where the problem is right there. So for lead gen campaigns, I'm looking at the cost per lead, and then I'm kind of working backwards to see how we're getting that cost per lead. And sometimes the numbers look good, such as over here. We have, let's go up here. We'll just use this one for example. So for this one, we've had 148 leads. On 316 clicks. 46.8%. So we know that our landing page is converting 47%. So that's stellar. We don't need to do any work there. We'll take that all day. So pretty much in terms of ads, I'm looking to see how do we drive that cost per click, link click down, because our conversion rate is strong. So I may pay attention to more of this area in terms of optimizing. In this case, once I work backwards to see how we got that cost per lead, I identified our link is in the fact that we only converted 18 out of 618 clicks, and I know that that's a bit on the low end. For something like this, we want to be aiming at 10%, and if we got 10%, we would have cut this cost per lead in half from like $68 to $34. And in terms of getting a book call, even a 68 is acceptable, but if we were able to increase that conversion rate, we can go down to like $34, which would be awesome. So yeah, hopefully this is helpful in terms of looking at knowing what metrics to look at on a lead gen campaign. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.